Hey everyone, welcome back to another Tootsie Tuesday, spring set of toes that matches this set of beautiful nails. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell underneath that so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Share around this channel to help it to grow, and definitely shoot me a thumbs up. Let's get started. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Great to see you and great to be in to share another Tootsie Tuesday set of toes matching this beautiful marble smoke design that I did for Manny Monday. Now I can't wait for you to see the toes. We've got this spring set and one more, and then we're going into the summer looks. How exciting. But before we go on, as always, let's read our words of Jesus for women. Today we are on rules or mercy, Matthew 12, 11, and 12. If any of you has a sheep and it falls into a pit on the Sabbath, will you not take hold of it and lift it out? How much more valuable is a person than a sheep? Therefore, it is lawful to do good on the Sabbath. And it goes on to say, the religious leaders criticized Jesus for helping a man on the Sabbath. They said that what he did was work, and work was prohibited on God's day. Really? Did they understand that mercy is at the heart of all of Jesus's teachings? They said that the only way to follow God was to live by rules. Jesus didn't agree with that. He said that taking care of people is the way to show God's love. How amazing. We live in a time and day when we can't take, certain days off. It used to be, in the beginning of the Bible in Genesis, God created the heavens and the earth. He did all of this in 6 days. And then you had the seventh day where you rested. And God said that we need to have the Sabbath day where we rest. But of course, nowadays we live in this hustle and bustle world and we can't. A lot of people have to work, even on Sundays, have to work on that Sabbath day, have to work on that seventh day on God's, they call it God's day, church day and all that. But sometimes we have to. It's just part of life. We have to. But really, come on, if somebody fell and got hurt or an animal got hurt, are we going to just say, well, it's a day of rest and I'm not going to help that person? No. To show God's love is taking care of people. That's how we show God's love. It's important to do that. So, sure, we're going to have to, try to take days, which is very hard, but try to have a rest day. But if somebody got hurt or some, whatever like, for instance, when my dad was in the hospital, were we going to say on Sunday, well, we can't go visit him, or, we're not going to even call or check on him or anything because it's a Sabbath day? That's not showing God's love at all. We need to show God's love, and we need to help others and not worry about that because it's not how it was. Back in the Old Testament, things were a lot different, but still, God would still want you to help somebody. He wouldn't want you to let an injured animal get, just stay injured and not help it, or helping somebody else, a person. That is how we're going to show God's love. And so that's why I like this one. It's rules or mercy. Which one are you going to do? Are you going to follow by the rules, or is it going to be, are you going to be merciful and help somebody that needs you and help, which is going to show the love towards God? It really will. So, but let's still try to have days where we take breaks and we rest. Like my good friend Jaden has not rested since he left here, but he is trying to, make money. He's trying to get back here in September, but also trying to just, be able to be stable and not have to worry about finances and all that. And it takes money to make money, and it, takes a lot of hard work. And he's a very hard worker. But, I told him, I said, still make sure you take time for you. I know he doesn't like to rest even on days that he's not working, which I think was one day, and he didn't stop. He planted flowers and did all kinds of stuff. He had to drop paperwork off, still was working. But I told him, take time for yourself. We need that too. But also take time for God. We need to make that number one in our life. Putting God number one, which is following the Bible. And this one here, rules or mercy. And of course we're going to help somebody. I would sure hope that you would help somebody and not say, well, I don't have to today. I'm going to rest today, or I'm going to wait to do that because I'm resting right now. No, God would want you to help that person. Make sure you help people out. It's important. Be kind and loving to everyone. Down below, dear Father, thank you for the reminder that people are invaluable and that showing love and compassion to them is more important than rules. Help me to be Jesus to those I meet each day in Jesus' name, amen. I like that. Help me to be Jesus to those I meet each day in Jesus' name, amen. I like that. You know, be as Christ-like as possible. You know, we're going to make mistakes. We can't be Jesus Christ. He was perfect. We all make mistakes, but let's be as kind and loving as we can and as Christ-like as we can, spending that good quality alone time by starting your day, go through your day, and ending your day reading this, the Holy Bible, life's manual. You're going to learn so much. You're going to learn verses like that that are going to help you get through life and understand how to show love towards God. You know, we want to show that God is number one. We serve a jealous God. He wants to know he is top notch, number one, because he loved us first and he does everything for us first. You know, he's always answering prayers. And even when a prayer seems like it doesn't get answered, it did get answered in his way. And, you know, let's put him number one. Let's pick this up and read it. And I'm trying real hard, like I said, to get back to that. I'm not going to probably do the 90-day challenge. It seems to be a little bit harder with things that are going on with all my videos. No, God is most important to me. But God understands if I have to, you know, make it more like a 6-month challenge or whatever. But I really want to be able to read the Bible every day, spending a time alone with him like I was. I'm not doing it as much as I used to, and I got to do it. I'm admitting it. I'm not doing as much. I still pray to him every day. I talk to him every day, but I'd like to start my day with him. That's what I want to do. I want to let him know he is top notch, number one in my life. And if it wasn't for him, I don't know where I'd be in my life. So let's, you know, choose what was the verse there? The analogy on it was rules or mercy. Let's make sure we kind of think, you know, should we follow the rules here, or should we, you know, be merciful and help this person or this animal or whatnot? You know, there's always time to rest, but let's, you know, remember that we need our merciful hearts. God is merciful and his mercies are new every day for us. We serve a beautiful, wonderful Father who loves us more than anybody could. So just remember that. Get right with God today. Get your salvation today and write it down, because then you know you're heaven bound. All right, you guys, let's get on to this Tootsie Tuesday toe design for the spring, and then one more after this one next week, and then we're going to go into the summer looks. I'm excited. So everybody take care. God bless, and I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload. Hey, everyone. So here's what I chose to go with for this week's Tootsie Tuesday Spring Toes for the year, matching this set of nails. We've done a smoke effect in a marble design, and then we did some French tipped toes. If you'd like to see how I did this one, continue watching. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Tootsie Tuesday. Getting ready to do another spring set of toes that matches this set of nails. I did a marble design in a smoke effect, and now we're going to do that on the toes. And then after this, we'll have one more set of toes for the spring, and then we're going into the summer toenails, and I'm excited for that. Now, I'm going to do the toes just like the nails. I just do them slightly a little bit different, so we'll go over the supplies. It's all the same supplies I used in Monday's video, but I just do them just a little bit different. I always do since they're toes. All right, so the big toe is going to be done with this smoke effect over this sheer green that I did, and I'll show you that. I made that one. It was this one right here. It was the Rapid Dry LA Colors. I get it from Dollar Tree, and I added 30 drops of this Essie, and there's what it is. That one right there. I can't read that bottom one, so it's turquoise and something. I'll list it down below for you guys, but that's what I did. I put 30 drops and made my own sheer, and I have that on the toes right now. That's what I did with the fingers. I wanted to have that same type of background. And then I've made my palette here. I've got a foam green, a regular forest green, or like emerald green, and white. And to make that, I used these acrylic paints. I had to make it. So I just used this, the Cloudless, the Lime Tree, and the white. Dollar Tree for this one. And these were from Walmart. And they're really cheap. They're between 50 cents and $1, and they last forever. And the green one and the white obviously is that same white that I have in the palette there. And then the green one is this one here. I got from Joanne Fabrics, and it's called the Festive Green. I just need that because I want 2 shades of the green for that marbling, as you see. And then I will be running the white through it. That's what the white's for. I'll be running the white as like a, you call it kind of like the veining through it. And then the silver is this one here. I'll just pour a little bit of this out, and I'll use Robin's brush doing that. But this one here I really like, and it's called Queen of Beauty, I believe. Queen of Beauty. It's right there. So I'm going to pour some of that out at the end so we get the sparkle through there as well. And I'll use Robin's brush just for the white lines. And the silver, it's the wand. RobinMosesNailArt.com is how you order them. I'll list it down below for you guys. And then I'm going to be using this brush here to do the marbling, I'm just using a flat, it's just a flat generic brush like that. I'm going to use that to do that. And water, I'll need water. I'm going to water down the paint too. I like to have that watered down so that it goes on more, you know, you get that more of that smoke effect. So I'll be watering it down with just water in a spray bottle. I'll show you that. And that is everything. And then when I'm all done, I'll top it off with the Seche Vite Dry Fast Top Coat. That's my favorite one. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and put the little green line, that foam green. I'm going to use that one with that little brush, Robin's brush, and put that, you know, as a like a French tip. So I'm going to do that on the little toes, and I'll also put a silver line under, but I'll start with that, and then I'll do one of them with that smoke effect, and then I'll come back in and show you guys. All right, so we've got the one done with that smoke effect, just starting off with that soft foam green, and then I used the brush and went along and did a French tip look. I left one open so I can show you that, and I'm just using the same paint, and I'm actually using this brush to do both. So let me show you here. Go ahead and draw in. Line up here and draw in for you guys. All right, so first I'm just going to dip into this right here with this brush and just get a little tiny bit of paint on the end of it. And this part's pretty easy to do. Just line up your line up the brush and set it down and just go across like that. It's pretty simple to do. You know, you don't have to have that perfect line, but if, you know, because you're going to have a silver line underneath it, but just go like that. And then of course I got some on the nail bed itself, on my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of that off. And going to go across it just to make it neater. And this one got a little bit wider than the other ones, and that's okay, because what I can do is brush that off and then go across and take some of it off, is what I can do there, just to make it a little thinner because it's still wet. So that's what works perfect. And then I'll do any cleanup work around the toe that I have to do. But yeah, I can just keep going until you get off what you need there, because I didn't need it that thick. There we go. All right, and then next I'm going to dip back into the paint, and now we're just going to do some kind of that smoke effect. All right, each one can be different. So this one I'm just going to kind of go over to the side like this with it and have it a little bit different than the other one. And then I'm just going to do another small one right there. All right, then I'm going to dip into the water and then just tap off some of the water. Let's see if you guys can see this. Just tap off some of the water, not on the toe, just on your little thing there. So let me get it wet again because I hit my toe. And then just take it and go like this on the paper towel there. And then put it on the toe like that. And then keep dipping and brushing off like that. And that's where you get that smoke effect, you know, and that marbleizing look. You're just going in and just taking some of it out so it gets that smoke effect. And then again, we'll go to the next one. Again, brush a little bit off. And then do this one, put a little water in there. And then again, just be going through it, wiping it like that. And then you just kind of are clearing out some of the paint inside like that. Sorry, lost train of thought. And just going like this and keep wiping it on your little paper towel. So always have a paper towel close. Always when doing any design, you should always have a paper towel there. But there we go. So both of them look, you know, slightly different. As you see, both of them are a little bit different because we want that smoke effect. And now what we need to do is add in the next color, that dark green. We're going to do that and also do that effect with that. And don't worry, like I said, this one here, that got a little messed up. I will be cleaning that with acetone. We'll get it cleaned off at the end. All right, so let me get the next step done and I'll come back in and show you guys. Okay, so now we've got the dark green in there. You can see, I'll draw in for you guys. You see I got that dark green now running through it. So we got two shades now to have that marbleized. And now we're going to go ahead and do this one. We're going to dip into the dark green here on the palette. And I've been, I watered down these paints. And then we're just going to, right in the center here, just put a little bit of green. Just tap it in. And it doesn't matter. There's no, rhyme or reason with this one. You can't really make a mistake. Let me get a little bit closer if I can. Okay. Then we're going to dip into the water again. And again, just dip off that little bit of water and go like this again. And then keep dipping off. After you get the little bit of water in there, then dip off and keep just going through it so that you get that slight green, but it's not a whole lot. You want the two colors, but you don't want it to be too much. So you just want to go through it and be dabbing off as you go along. Just keep dabbing like that. And then you'll get that two-tone color of green through there, which just gives it such a pretty look and that marble look, And then we've got, again, both of them looking different. And so that is really pretty. And then the next step, so easy to do, right, guys? Now, if I had done all the toes, I would have done it that way. And you can do all the toes. I just wanted it to look a little different. I always have the toes slightly different. All right, now we're going to go ahead and do the white running through it as veining and the silver. But let me start with the white. I will return. All right, so now we've got the white veining going through it. And I will draw in so you can see. You see that little bit of white veining. You don't want too much. Remember, this is just supposed to look like a beautiful marble design, so you don't want to overpower it. So let's just get a little bit of the white with Robin's brush, so it's a fine point. And then I'll get in frame here. And then just wherever you feel that you want, just go like this and very lightly be lifting the brush so it's not that much, you know, like that. And just do a very thin line wherever you want to do it. And then I'm going to do one over here very lightly. You know, just doing it like this. And then as I go along, I kind of lift it. So it's not too much. You don't want to overpower the veining. You know, you want the veining to be good. And then if you feel you got too much veining, you can wipe some off like that. You can go through and definitely wipe it like that. You can also use the other brush. And like I said, if it gets a little messed up, choose the other brush. And I'm going to add a little bit more green in there because it was starting to come off. A little bit of water and wipe that and get that nice again. Like that. There we go. And then I want to just kind of fix that veining there. So we're going to do this again. Very light paint. And I'm just going to go around. Hopefully I don't get in your guys' way here. And just, you know, slightly do a little vein going like that. And that's what you want. And that's what gives it that beautiful marbling look. And that's what I love. I love the looks. There's so many different looks when marbling. That's what I love to do. I love marbling. I think it's one of my favorites. I hope I'm not getting green all over my feet here. Let's move this over a little bit. All right, so now we're going to back up here, and I'm going to go ahead and do the glitter now through it, and that's going to also go underneath each toe. I'm going to do a green line a silver line, and then I'm going to put silver through the big toe. I'll be right back. All right, now I've got the glitter running through and the glitter under each little baby toe. I did leave one open to show you guys. You can see how that glitters underneath that green. Isn't that pretty? And then through the big toe. So I'll go ahead and show you how I'm doing that. Get a little bit closer. I just got a little bit of silver poured out, that polish poured out, and I'm just going to dip in with this little brush here. And just wherever you want, I'm just going to add some silver through very lightly so it's not too overpowering. You know, you just want to make sure you're not doing too much. And then just get enough on your little brush and go under the toe like this and just go across. Pretty simple, you guys. But yet it pops a big punch and it's so pretty. That green is really pretty for spring. I really love the color. Now, I'm not a person that really loves green, but I do like these lighter color greens. I think they're so pretty. All right, so that is the end of it. I'm going to let all of this dry up, you guys. And then I'm going to go ahead and top coat with the Seche Vite, but make sure everything is completely dry or you'll ruin your design, especially with acrylic paints. It'll run and it'll mess it up. So make sure everything is dried really good before you add the top coat. I'm going to do 2 top coats. I always like to do 2. And then I will come back in and show you guys all the end product. Alrighty, everyone. I am all done with my toes and I love them. Matching my nails I did for Manny Monday. I love this marble design done in a smoke technique. And then, of course, the rest of the toes, I did them slightly different. I just did French tips on those with the silver line. But I do love the way they turned out. They're so pretty, so spring-like, and are going to look great with the Wear It Wednesday outfit. And there'll be one more spring set next week. And then after that, we're going into the summer looks. Getting excited for that. Can't believe it's almost summer, you guys. Time goes by way too fast. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this design and definitely try it out. You can do it whatever colors you like. Choose 2 colors that you like and have fun with art. Everybody take care. God bless. And I will see each and every one of you in my very next upload.